and every single event that I've been to, be here a year from now. That's awesome. I mean, it's a cool thing. Yes, it's awesome. Let's be here a year from now. But the more I think about it, there's so much more than just being here in a year from now. How you progress in this year is the most important. Because here's the issue, guys. Some of you guys might be guilty of this. You don't want to come here next year in the same position that you're in right now. Maybe some of you are. It's okay. And I know a lot of people on my team, a lot of coaches on my team, they come back and they're no different than they were the previous year. So yes, it's okay to be here a year from now, but what did you do in that year? The commitment obviously is key. Be here a year from now. And I'm going to trip over this cord. But what are you doing in that year? So one of the ways that I like to teach people is I like to share my own experiences, my story. And I don't know if any of you guys follow me on Facebook. And by the way, if you do or if you don't, I'm live right now on Facebook. Okay, so if you guys want to share this with your coaches, awesome. You guys can just take it right off of Facebook. I love that freaking feature, by the way. If you guys don't use it, take advantage of it. So a year ago, man, it's so crazy. You think you have your life figured out. You think things are just like perfect and they're going in the right direction. You know where you want to go, and all of a sudden something knocks you down. I think it always happens to me. I can never be happy because I know something is going to happen. And there's another challenge that's going to be thrown in my way, another obstacle that I'm going to have to overcome to get to where I want to go. Last year, I started having a serious health issue. And I woke up one morning, just something was off. I had this just weird spaced out brain fog. And it was awful. And I didn't really think too much about it. But then all of a sudden, a couple weeks later, something else started happening to me. I started developing anxiety. And guys, I am not an anxious person at all. I've never had panic attacks. I've never suffered from anxiety. And I remember so specifically, I fell asleep on the couch one night and I woke up in an extreme panic attack. And I'm scared to death. What is going on with me? Like nothing sparked it. I wasn't thinking about anything. I wasn't worrying about anything. I just woke up in a panic attack. And I'm like, what the hell, man? And all of a sudden, more symptoms started coming. I started having all this pain in the back of my head. My speech started slurring. And by this point, I'm really scared, man. My life, my business depends on me speaking to people. And that is now being taken away from me. I had to cancel all my team calls. I couldn't get on the phone with prospects. And that's one of my favorite things to do. I love to talk to people about the business. I couldn't do it because I physically couldn't do it. And then even more symptoms started happening. Every morning that I woke up, I felt like I just had the flu, like something was seriously wrong with me. I went to a doctor. He said, oh, no, I don't think anything's wrong with you. Okay, doc, something's wrong with me. Like, I'm not making this up, man. Something's wrong with me. Go to the next doctor. I don't think anything's wrong with you, man. Next doctor, next doctor, next doctor. 8 doctors later. And I'm sitting in here and I'm getting pissed at this point. I'm like, for God's sake, man, figure out what is wrong with me because I am getting worse by the day. My last doctor that I talked to, which was my family doctor, get this, my family doctor, he told me that I was crazy. I kid you not, he looked me in the eye, was dead serious, and he said, Josh, do you think you're going crazy? I almost punched him, but I didn't. So I'm like, you know what? If I can't get answers, I'm going to take matters into my own hands. So I started getting online, doing research, trying to figure out what in the world was going on with me. Oh. We're expecting a little one, by the way. Okay, so she's due in July. I have 2 girls now. And this is our boy. We are done. No more. So the last doctor told me I was crazy. And I'm like, I gotta figure this out, man. I gotta take matters in my own hands, because I can't rely on the medical community to figure out what is going on with me. These people have no idea what they're talking about. And I kept coming across Lyme disease. And I'm like, oh crap, man. Like, I need to get tested for this. So I decided I'm gonna go online, I'm gonna do research, and I'm gonna figure out the best Lyme doctor that's around. I found this doctor down in Akron. I'm from Canton, so it's up for me. And I went to him and I told him every symptom that I had, and within 1 minute of looking at me, he said, you have Lyme disease. I said, Doc, don't you want to test me? No, he's like, I don't even need to, because you have Lyme disease. I'm telling you, you have Lyme disease. I said, well, I want to get tested too. I want to make sure. So I got tested, came back positive, obviously. And I don't know if you guys know much about Lyme disease. It's a serious, serious disease, and it's crippled so many people. So how is this relating to what I was talking about in the beginning, being here in a year from now? It's interesting, because that was a year ago that this stuff happened to me, right? So I started going online, and I started going to different forums, and forum after forum, all I found were people being negative. And just people saying that their life is now, they can't enjoy life because this disease has controlled them. Depressed, suicidal, I kid you not. These people have been suffering from this stuff for years and years and years with no answers. And I said, I cannot be one of those people. So I did with Lyme disease what I did and what I do with this business. I take matters into my own hands, and I figure stuff out on my own, and I figure out how to make it work. I was diagnosed in October, and I was told countless times that I would be dealing with this disease for the rest of my life, that it would probably get worse before it gets better. And I said, no, it won't. I said, I will conquer this thing. This will not conquer me. So, doctor obviously prescribed me antibiotics. I'm taking 8 a day. But there had to be more to it. I just can't take antibiotics and get better with something as serious as Lyme disease. I have to figure out how to put my body in the best state possible to heal. How to get my immune system to the point to where it can start fighting this disease. Detoxing. So I literally had to become a master at detoxing. What are the different ways to detox? And I'm going through, and I'm not asking you guys, obviously. There's a lot of different ways to detox. So I poured my heart and soul researching, going online, figuring out what can I do to detox? What are the best methods to detox? Hours and hours were spent into figuring out how to detox. Next, I had to figure out what is going to be good for me to eat. What do I consume so that I can put my body in the best state possible to heal? Book after book. It's personal development, right? Book after book. Website after website. Video after video. I'm learning all these things that's helping my body get in the best state possible to heal from Lyme disease. I have been eating 100% organic for 6 months. Not one food has been put in my body that will hurt my progress because I have no other choice. There's no other option for me. It's either commit myself 100% to healing and doing everything I can, taking matters in my own hands and figuring it out, or being one of those guys on that forum that is depressed and suicidal. Guys, Lyme disease really messes with you. Obviously, the cognitive issues. My speech was slurred, the anxiety, the panic attacks. They release a neurotoxin. That's why that happens. And it's an awful thing to go through. And I couldn't do that. I couldn't settle for dealing with that for the rest of my life. So I made a commitment. I said, I will be back to normal. I'm standing on stage 6 months, and I am 98% better. 98%. I don't want to say 100 because I'm still having a few lingering symptoms, but I am finally back to my normal life. Finally. It was a hell of a journey, man. A year journey of dealing with this. But I treated this like I treat my business, man. I go 100% all in with whatever it is that I want to accomplish. Whether it's healing from Lyme disease or being a top coach. Right? 2010 was the year I won top coach. You guys have no idea how committed I was to this business. But there was no way in hell that I was going to start out in 2010 when we were on government support. I couldn't afford to pay for the formula for our child. There was no way in hell I was going to stay there for another year. I had no other choice. I had to use this as a way to get my family out of this situation. So I didn't wait around for someone else to tell me what to do. I didn't wait for my sponsor to come to me and say, and this is Barbie Klev, by the way, I didn't wait for her to say, hey Josh, this is what you need to do. I took matters in my own hands. If you guys would go back and look at my YouTube videos, like look at my search history. How to. I have taught myself everything that I know. Obviously, I wouldn't say everything because I've learned a lot from the mentors of mine, and just by coming at events like this and hearing people speak, right? There was good information I got from her. I'm always picking up something, man. But I will not allow myself to show up next year in the same position I'm in right now. I won't do it. And you guys have to do that for yourselves. If you're an Emerald coach, push yourself. Don't be an Emerald next time you come here. If you're a Diamond coach, don't be a Diamond coach when you're here next year. You need to be that. I want you guys to push so you're the one on stage sharing your story. It's crazy. All this is so surreal to me even today. This is crazy. I have this massive, massive team, so many incredible people on my team, so many incredible leaders. And man, it's just, you guys, the opportunity that is just right there in front of you, you have no idea. But it's not an easy process. It is hard. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's going to be easy for you to get to 5-star diamond if you're a diamond right now. It's going to be hard. I'm not going to say it's easy for you to become a diamond coach if you're an emerald coach. It's going to be hard. But if you push yourself every day, take the initiative, be the CEO of your business. Because every single one of you guys in this room is now a business owner. Unless you're a guest, which you'll soon be a business owner. You are the one who determines your success. It's not any of us. It's not your sponsor. It's not corporate. It's you. So when you walk out of here today, And you've learned all this incredible stuff so far, which has been just awesome. You guys see that story, Stephanie Burgos, right? She's a coach on my team. I just freaking love her. But her just watching that, man, she gets it. Take all that stuff. Take the stuff from the stories that you heard. And all the information that, I'm sorry, what's your name? Lindsay. I get so many names mixed up. I am so sorry. But she had some awesome stuff on prospecting. Like, you got to take that stuff and you got to apply it. But you got to do even more. So I'm going to be here next year. And I'd love to have more than 200 people in here? It'd be awesome to have 400 or 500 people. And I know we can do it. Because, guys, we have something so special. And I hope you guys understand that. Like, to me, this isn't about making money. This is about impacting someone's life. It's about inspiring someone to make a change. Remember that. So when you're talking to people, this can't be a business approach. How can I help this person today? How can I help this person regarding fitness? How can I help this person change their life financially with the business? And when you believe that, and you think about that, and your intentions are right, you come across just a certain special way to someone. And they feel that genuineness. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys are all here because of someone. You feel that genuineness. That is what's going to get people involved. So, the commitment. With Rascal Flatts in the background.
We tried.
I love Rascal Flatts. Next year, make it a priority to show up a different person than you are right now. That's all I gotta say.